on, guys? It's your boy Trevor out here, and out here is Wilson, North Carolina with my guy Thrashing C. Today we are building the stunt tank on the FZ-07. It's a key integral piece of any stunt bike. My buddy Joey here just so happens to be an amazing welder and fabricator, so we're gonna get that done today. There is gonna be one tutorial part to this, and that's how to take the plastics and the actual gas tank off of the bike. Talking with Joey here, he said that a few guys, especially with the FZs and MTs, they struggle getting these plastics off. The only thing you'll need is a 4mm Allen, a 5mm Allen, and a 10mm regular socket. So let's get into it. First and foremost, we're gonna start by taking the seat off. It's just two 5mm Allens right here underneath the seat fold. All right, so from here, whoa, hello. All right, I almost had a catastrophe and almost lost our camera here, people. But anyway, after I take the seat off, removing the plastics, I like to start here in the center because this gains you access to all of the bolts in the center. It's just one 4mm Allen, and this back pops up and it slides up and out from the back, and then all of the rest of these in here, and there's two more back here behind the seat, and those are all 4mm. So just pull them out real quick. All right, don't mind the mic cable, y'all. I'm working on it, okay? I'm gonna get some wireless mics here soon. But you're just gonna go through here and bust all these 4mm Allens out. And I don't recommend using the impact on this, but you know, I got a few years experience working on stuff, so I know what I'm doing. But if you've never worked on a bike before, definitely use the old school, just regular Allen wrenches. Then you got these two up here, one on this side, one on the opposite side. And you have these two right here on top. You might as well go ahead and break loose. So one thing I like to do, I still got a couple more bolts to remove, but just a little tip, you know, if you have something like this on your bike, like you know the FZs do, this little plastic piece that's right in the middle, I like to take all my bolts when I get them out and just place that in there upside down. It keeps them nice, keeps them safe, keeps them all together so you know you won't lose any. These bolts right here in this black plastic are a different diameter, so make sure you keep those separate. Those are out. Now just go through, look at all your plastics, make sure you don't have any random bolts sticking out anywhere. And I don't. So now what we'll do is we'll start from the rear and just be gentle but firm and pull up and out. This is what I mean though, people, just be patient with it. Don't try to force it. If it's fighting you, pull from a different angle and it'll pop right off. And you'll just repeat that with the other side. With these FZs, I have found it's easier to start from the bottom and work your way up to the top. And just wiggle back and forth a little bit. Try not to force it. To get this middle piece off, you have this little push pin here. And to get that, you'll see that there's a big circle and there's a center circle. All you're gonna do is push that center circle in a little bit and it should pop right on out. And once you have this out, pull this pin out and press it up all the way so it's protruding a little bit like that. So when you go to put it back in, you can lock it back. I like to put that with my bolts, because if not, you will lose that plastic piece and they are hard to find. And now here, the only two bolts you have left are these two 5mm. There's a matching one on the other side, and they have a grommet and a special washer on them. So be sure you don't lose that. Try to keep those together. And the matching one on the other side, same deal. And once you loosen those bolts, this plastic section here will lift right out. From here, to get the gas tank the rest of the way off, the only bolts you have left, you have this 12mm right here. It's just a long bolt. And it should slide out. Make sure you keep that safe. Without that, your gas tank will be sliding all over the place. All right, about got started ahead of y'all. I already took this one out, but you have two 4mm Allens on both sides of the gas tank, one here and there, two on the opposite side. All right, here on the throttle side, you have this plug. You're just gonna press on this clip and pull down, pop right out. Now when you're pulling this up, be careful, you do have some sensitive stuff down here. Right here, you have your fuel pump electronic wires here, and you have the actual fuel lines here. And then for the actual fuel line, you have this little cap here. You're gonna pull out and forward on both sides. Slide that forward. It helps too if you don't have a absolutely full gas tank and you're not an idiot like I am. I filled it up to go ride the other night and I didn't ride as much as I thought I would. All right, and then once you have that clip off, you have these two buttons on the side right here. Probably kind of hard to see, but you'll see once you have once you're on your gas tank itself. And then you got these two buttons here. You're just gonna press them and pull out like that. Then the last step is you have these two vent lines. It's really easy to do with your fingers. Just take these clips, push them up or down, whatever is easiest. And just pull them down, and bada boom, your gas tank's off. Now all you gotta do is empty it, and then it's ready to send over here to Joey for him to build it for you. So alright guys, as you saw, we got the tank all built. Put a quick rough little, just primer job on it to keep it from rusting. Put a little patch of some spare HT Moto Joey had laying around on there, so I got a little bit of grip to shake it down. Realistically, this is just like a little shakedown run for the next week or so. I will be going back on and I'll be putting a better paint job on here, covering it in HT Moto all the way. HT Moto, by the way, is this it's like grippy stuff here. It just kind of takes away some of the blow when you jump into it, and it also helps grip you into it so you don't fall out, and it just kind of locks you in. So anybody that didn't know, now you know. So but yeah, this next week while I'm down here working, it'll be a little shakedown run. A whole lot of stuff changed to get this here. I had to move this whole harness here back inside the bike a little more to get this cluster to sit in here good. But overall, I'm really happy with the design that we came up with. It's been really sick. I mean, you can tell, like, a lot of FZ tanks, when they're built, they stay real narrow, real centered, and I kind of wanted this to go out and shape out kind of like a sport bike tank would. I'm real pleased with the design that Joey came up with and made for me. So definitely hit him up if you got a tank that needs building, or any kind of fab work really. If you have recently got a tank built, it's always a good practice. Go ride it kind of normally for a little bit, maybe pop a couple wheelies here and there if you're feeling good about it. But ride it for a week or so, then take it back off. Make sure you just take your fuel pump out. Make sure you're not getting a whole lot of debris and stuff from the welding process. So I will be doing that when I finish this puppy out. But for now, let's go test her out. Dude, I swear that's not going to get old. Still going to run through, give it its proper due, warm up the tires, warm up the brakes, all that good stuff before I crank up my idle and try anything on it. But yeah, tell me how cool that is though, like, oh, that's so awesome. Just having that lip there makes it feel so much more like a stunt bike now. It's super cold out here tonight, but we're gonna get after it anyway. Try and get these tires warmed up as much as possible. Even though, like I said, you kind of want to warm in the new tank build, I am trying to ride it tonight. feels so much lighter somehow. Oddly enough, with the way this tank is shaped, it holds more fuel than a stock FZ tank.